I always feel that, when you're kicking the stone.
Yeah.
And I always think, like, I'm worried after a while if I'm kicking it into the wrong direction it needs to go.
Yeah.
And it's been spending years going one way and I just took it a different way. And it's
Millions
like,
of years.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, fucking, what the fuck? And I've just been like...
Hello there, welcome to the Bardo Podcast. Today's episode is with Marty Gleeson. Marty is an Irish comedian, illustrator and writer based in London and one of the most distinctive voices out there. There's no one quite like her. She's one of my favourite comedians at the moment. If you don't know Marty, she is a BBC New Comedy Award finalist, a Sean Locke Comedy Award finalist. She was the LGBTQ Comedian of the Year, a Pleasance Comedy Reserve alumni, and she's bringing her debut show Dog Ear to the Edinburgh Fringe this year. Marty always makes me laugh, and I'm very glad to know her. In this episode, we talk about creativity, getting an agent, perfectionism, artistic competition, the funniest joke ever written about a cabbage, synchronicities, just many, many good things. It's a very funny one. I enjoyed this one a lot. My name is Marc Salmon. I'm a comedian and a practicing Buddhist who needs a lot of practice. Also spend much of my working life with adult social care. And the Bardo Podcast is a podcast about comedy, philosophy, spirituality, and trying to make sense of things in these confusing and ridiculous times. We're in the middle of a heat wave right now, so I'm literally melting as I'm saying this. Anyway, I'm excited for you to hear this conversation, maybe laugh a lot. So let's sit back, relax, float down stream as we enter the Bardo.
We're sitting a little bit close, is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you ever have that thing where you accidentally touch someone's knee and then you recoil a bit?
I gradually move it away because I don't want to... I
Yeah.
don't want it to look like I'm like, ah!
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a reflex for me where I'll go, whoop, and then I feel really rude, like I've been really rude to them.
Then you just double down and
Yeah.
hit both knees into them.
So maybe we could start by like talking about, I was wondering if we could go right back to the first time I ever met you. Do you remember where we first met?
At a gig, I think.
That's right. I did this thing, I remember, because you know when you see someone, and I took a swing and did something really strange, and it didn't work. And I remember thinking, fuck, she's going to think I'm rubbish. You know, because that first time you see, because I thought you were really good.
Oh, thank you.
And I remember thinking, oh, she's going to think I'm rubbish forever now. Because it's difficult to get that first time you see someone at your head.
Yeah, and then it's in it forever. But I didn't think that. I just remember thinking you were very different and cool because, you know, when you're doing the open mic circuit, you see a lot of the same things all the time. And then I was like, oh, this person's different.
Yeah, I had all pictures. I printed out pictures of my finger, my chopped off finger, and it like zoomed in slowly and then it revealed a toe. And I did that to silence.
Yeah, I remember being like, oi, woof.
But I remember you, so you did a bit where you were super deadpan, right? Which is just what you're like anyway.
It's
You're
just
kind
who
of
I am.
low.
So annoying, I can't help it.
And you had a bit where you would like play sound effects and stuff.
Did I?
I feel like you'd play like little stuff. There was a bit where you just itched your butt for a while. You still doing that bit?
It's always to open all my sets, like
Just straight
in
up.
fucking Vauxhall Comedy in the Bottomless Brunch show, and they'd be like, "What?"
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then I very quickly didn't get many more spots after that. But yeah, I'd come out and I'd go out and say, "This first bit is called I Didn't Know You Were Here," and then turn my back and pinch, take the underwear out of my arse, and then turn around and go, "Oh, thank you," and then that's it.
Do you not do that anymore?
Maybe I'll do it, and I don't know. I really enjoyed doing that, but people, oh geez, I think I did that at King Gong, the comedy store. Gone straight away.
Really?
Never ever went and did King Gong again. Like I was absolutely
That's
fucked.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that, right, you know, when you start, I think you do take, because you don't know what you're doing at all.
No idea.
You end up taking like really big risks.
And I miss that, you know.
Do you admit? Yeah, me too. Like, because it's less consistent, but you know, I remember you do, you know, when you take stupid risks like that, you can get people like crying with laughter.
Yeah, because it's just clowny, right? Kind
Yeah.
of thing. But I'm so glad you brought this up because this has been this has
you've
been
got an itchy butt now.
yeah, got a big wedgie, and I just need somebody to help me. No, the risk thing. This is literally the looping thought in my brain for the past year and a half,
Right.
and the aging thing. And I think it's like when you're new, the older you get, and taking risks. It's like, how do those things work and fit together? And when you're new to anything, you take risks because you don't know what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
But then I think, in general, creatively, I took risks in my mid-20s more than I do now, and I'm a bit like, I'm worried that I'm going the other way, but I'm actively trying to not be like that.
Yeah.
And I think when I got an agent, it made me so scared. So scared.
It's funny, isn't it? 'Cause
a
lot of the time you're like, I need an agent, and your sort of goal to get there. And when you get there, your response was like...
mentally ruined me, I think. Sometimes I write on my wall, I don't have an agent. Like I say, I don't have an agent just so I can...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You write on the wall?
Like on a piece of paper,
Oh,
stick
okay,
it on
not
my
just
wall.
on your-
No.
Just scrawled all
It's
over your
like-
wall in blood.
Agent's like, how you doing? I'm like, absolutely fine. No, it's not like before I start writing to try.
Yeah.
I just write a few things like, don't have an agent. I don't have any. There's no expectation anywhere.
Yeah. To be free.
Yeah, but it's all you want. And then when you get it, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Don't want this. Like,
What is it? What is it that you're worried about?
It's just a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of pressure, and it's not. I don't even know where it's coming from. It's just on it. The minute I wake up in the morning, my brain is like looping parts of my stand up. It's so
really
crazy.
Wow. Do you think it's because you're debuting this year? Is it the pressure of that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I've seen people lose their minds a little bit debuted.
It's so pathetic, isn't it? It's
not,
a debut.
It's
like
a lot of money. It's a lot of stuff. It means something. Do you know what I mean? It is pathetic.
But it's
but
like
it also means something.
Celine, you know Celine?
Yeah.
Excellent comedian.
Yeah.
They said something to me very helpful. They said this is, and you know this stuff. They said this is the first of like many hours you're going to do.
Exactly.
Like just take a breather.
Yeah.
And I think, I just need I need someone to be like, well done, Marty, and working on my own completely. I realized up until recently is just I've done it for so long. Doesn't do me any good. I need someone to pull me out of this kind of every detail of that has to be perfect. Because before I would just make things and not be so concerned about if everything was working exactly.
Yeah.
Do you ever have that?
Yeah.
The perfection thing, of course.
Big time, yeah. And it completely, like you said, it's the gatekeeper.
Yes.
And it
Oh
comes
my
in
God.
and it stops everything. It ruins the fun.
Won't even let you spark the idea.
But you need that a bit. But also you, at certain times, you need to try and put it away, keep it in a little box.
Yeah.
How are you finding any moments where you're able to be more intuitive and with the show? Yeah,
I'm working now with Abby Wamba as my director.
Well, that's going to help a lot.
That has helped immensely because at first I was worried. I was like, I've never shared a creative endeavor with somebody aside from like, you know, that was mine. You know, I've collaborated with people on mutually like shared projects, but I've never been like, I'm going to open this up now. And I think from working in illustration and like fine art for years before this, you're told like you're meant to struggle and be on your own. And then I realized recently, I was like, I've done that. I don't need to do that anymore. I'm at a different phase now. And when I was trying to decide if I should go with Abby or not, obviously it's an amazing opportunity, but my ego was a bit this, and I was also the pressure if people found out if they were working on the show as well, all this stuff. And I was outside this place where I work sometimes, and I was like looking down, pacing, walking on the street, and I looked up and this bus drives by and it just says Abby on it. And I was like, and then this other bus drives past and it says self-care on it, and I was like,
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I messaged Abby and I was like, let's do this.
Why did you take out those adverts on the bus, Abby? Yeah. Does that happen to you a lot? Synchronicities like that?
Not usually, no. But I do.
But you thought I'll pay attention to this one.
Sometimes I do try and be like sign stuff, but like I think I just pick up my phone and completely forget what I was doing.
Yeah. I think it's good to listen to stuff like that. Weirdly, yesterday I was doing a podcast with someone and I was thinking, the day before, what am I going to talk to them about? And I knew that they were into like ritual magic and stuff like that. And so I'm thinking this, and I was listening to a podcast, Adam Buxton podcast.
Yes, lovely, yeah.
And they're talking about David Blaine.
Yeah.
And when he used to write that eye on his hand, did you see that ever? He would hold up like his hand and it had an eye on it.
No.
He's just a weird dude, wasn't he,
Yeah.
David Blaine? He wouldn't say anything in interviews, he'd just hold up his hand with an eye on it. and they're talking about this, and I looked down at the train station and there's all playing cards along the track.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are the odds of that right now happening?
Oh, because David Blaine.
Yeah, David Blaine. So it's just weird synchronicities like
what
that
did
happen.
that mean for you then?
Just meant I should probably talk to this guy about magic, yeah. It didn't really mean that much. But it was just, I seem to notice these a lot.
It's like being like, God, what'll I have for dinner? And you walk past someone and they're eating pasta and you're like, well, here we go. Guess I'm gonna have, what'll I drink? Piece of shit on the ground. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have some shit in the glass.
Yeah, I'll just give myself up to the universe.
Yeah.
The universe wants me to eat shit, I'll go eat it. I learned to read tarot cards for a while.
Oh, cool, nice.
And the way I interpreted it was that if I'm picking up on a certain pattern or that's resonating with me, that's saying something about my mind.
Yeah.
Rather than
Yes.
divinatory out there. So the fact that I'm noticing these things like with confirmation bias, because there's connections, everything's connected all the time, but you don't notice it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, pay attention because that means something to you. But yeah, I'm not going around going, I need to see like 11:11 everywhere, or I'm not going to be able to like go to bed and I'm going to have to kill my house,
it's personalized.
kill my family.
Yeah.
It always goes to, I don't know. Have you got any interest in anything like a bit, what people might consider woo?
Woo! Yeah, for the past 2 years of my birthday, I've had my tarot read just for just to see how I feel when I hear the things that's been said.
Yeah.
And the same thing, I'm not taking everything as like this, and this. It's more like, it's nice to see how I feel about it and take action on certain things. I don't mind a bit of that every now and again, but I wouldn't be like, when you say woo-woo, what do you mean by woo-woo? Because there's different kinds of woo-woos.
Yeah, I think it's how you approach it, isn't it? Because I'm interested in things that people would probably consider quite woo. But I'm like, well, I'm interested because I think, say for example, like I experimented with Western occultism and stuff like that, and people might be like, what?
Okay.
That's weird. Doing rituals and things like that.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, oh, you can get into altered states of consciousness and explore your mind. So why not do that? That sounds fun.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're always in a different state of consciousness. You know, if you eat a potato. The all-seeing potato. Is it just, why did you pick potato? I feel like I've been threatened here. Why did you pick potato? Sorry, I didn't think of that connection.
Why pick potato, or a leprechaun eating a potato, for example, and a pint of Guinness?
If you eat a potato, right, it's going to change your brain chemistry, right? So it's going to...
Why potato? Why is that going to change your brain
Eat a raw potato.
You shouldn't, though. It's
No,
not good for
is
you.
that can kill you?
I don't know if it can kill you. It can make you sick. I've seen a guy pick up a raw potato from like a outside market stall and just walks down the street and eat it like an apple. Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. He's
So dead on the floor.
Follow him around.
I would follow that guy.
Stop that. Stop for 2 hours. Stop doing that now. Stop eating that.
Yeah. But you know, like what I'm saying is so the way I look at it is that we're always in a different trance of some sort, right? We're in maybe the 9-to-5 work trance, or we're in now I'm in anxiety trance, or now I'm in anger trance.
Yeah.
So like, why not do that consciously and be like, I'm gonna get into this state now. I'm gonna if I set up my environment in a certain way and do certain things, it will have certain results.
I think I wouldn't consistently be into woo-woo, but I go in and out of pockets of being like, I'm interested in this thing for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But also, like, when I went to Vietnam, I went to, like, those temples and was like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
But I won't get hyper-focused on those things and interested in those things. I'll just completely forget about them.
Right. So in Vietnam, what are the temples you went to?
Oh, God. It was like this it was called a complex of temples. And it was like, I think there was like, there was like a pagoda, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And then the biggest statue of Buddha in the world was
Did you send me that one? I think
Yeah.
you sent me a picture of that, yeah.
And then there was like, I think there was like 30 something temples, but they're all massive. And so, like, me and my friend were like, we're just going to go for a few hours. But you actually need to like be driven around in there.
In the temples?
In this complex thing, to go to all the different temples if you want to go to all of them, or you can pick a section. So that's what we did. And we were like, will we bother going or not? And it was one of the best things I saw in Vietnam. Like, we both just cried when we were, because you could just feel all this stuff when you were in there. It was like, we were just like on the verge the whole time. And everything was so, the actual meaning of the word, awesome, you know? Like a giant gold statue of a Buddha where you're like that. Like, where you're tiny and it's like looking down on you and it's smiling. You're like, wow, you feel like you're in a Steven Spielberg movie or something, you know? And it's so cool. And then they have all the Vietnamese music playing and it's just so nice.
That's a good example then of like how set and setting can have an influence on you.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like you said, there's this, when you go into that space, there seems to be some like energy. It was you were crying in like a relief way.
Oh yeah, it was really like a held way kind of, and a feeling of being connected. And it was really soft.
Yeah.
Everything was kind of, you know, when it snows outside and everything is a bit quieter. Yeah. It was like that.
That's lovely.
It was really nice.
Do you have like a sort of any spiritual practice at all?
We were raised Catholic.
Oh yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
But we would, my mother would set up an altar in our house. And every May we would pray in front of the altar every night. And then we'd go to Mass at dawn on Easter in like a castle ruin, which was absolutely epic, actually.
Yeah.
And they'd have like a big bonfire and this choir would be like, whoa, and you'd be like, yeah. It was really metal. It was really cool.
Yeah. Catholic is a magical, like, there's a lot of ritual, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff going on.
And I think because I'm not Catholic now, but I think because of that, because you're raised on that, there is ritualistic aspects that go into my life. So like, I think what I would do is like go out into nature kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would be the most ritualistic thing I'd do. Like go up to, like really feel my back on a tree kind of thing. That's it. But I wouldn't meditate. It's not that I wouldn't meditate. I just haven't gotten into it. I know you're a big meditator.
Yeah, but I just got this image of you going up the trees, just placing your back on it.
I do, but I sit at the base or, kind of that kind of thing. But I wouldn't it wouldn't be part of my everyday practice. No.
They do a thing like forest bathing. Have you seen this now?
No.
It feels like people are just paying to go to be in the forest.
Just go, like, why are they paying?
And put your back on a tree and it doesn't cost anything. Would you ever try
never
the front
put your back on a tree?
I've hugged a tree.
You've hugged, I mean, we've all hugged
it
a
is
tree.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
I know
great.
it's like, I got my mum to do it because she was like, she found out her friend had been hugging trees.
Okay.
And it was like a scandal.
Oh my God.
It had been going round.
Yeah. Oh, for God's sake.
That Sue had been hugging trees.
Oh my
God. So I said, have you ever tried it?
Sue the tree hugger, yeah. Oh.
But it's a bit like, I guess that was maybe something I had when I was growing up. Maybe that was why I was drawn to the weird, because my stepdad was a UFO hunter and a psychic.
What was he?
I was like, this is bollocks. But then as I got older, I was like, I'll explore it with an open mind.
UFO hunter is so class. I love that.
Yeah.
Do you think that there are aliens here?
this is something I don't want to talk about sometimes publicly because I'm totally obsessed with UFOs.
I think there is.
I'm embarrassed. I go on like, no one knows this about me.
I would love to talk to you about this.
No one knows this about me.
We can talk about it at a
Zoe's
different
always
time.
like, she says she's going to talk about it on stage and I won't let her.
Okay, fair. We won't.
No, I don't mind. It's because I'll like listen. We had an argument the other day because I was listening to a UFO podcast and I didn't want to stop listening to it. And she said, "Can you turn it off?" But I've got this. It's like an eye mask, and it's got headphones in it.
Yeah.
But when I wear it, it's a bit tight, and it always causes like a red band across my face. So I didn't want to wear it.
I'm listening to my alien podcast. Leave me alone. I said. Oh my gosh.
What was that noise?
You're taking it off.
Oh, right.
I want some privacy. That's hilarious.
So I didn't want to wear it. So we had an argument because she was trying to go to sleep, and I was like, I want to finish my... Can you let me just do one thing, please?
How long more was left in the podcast?
About 20 minutes.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
I just really wanted to hear it. Because it was exciting. Because they released all these UFO files. Because Trump's kind of hired Epstein, isn't he?
Please
in
send
Iran.
those to me, please.
Yeah, so did you not see? He put a thing on True Social saying, we're going to release all of the UFO files. And
From like Area 51 and stuff.
Yeah, and basically they've released it and it's all just like, a lot of it's been immediately debunked. Like, it's all just like, one was a flare. Like, it's all nothing.
Yeah.
But I think it's all to distract us from...
The actual aliens.
From a global elite of paedophiles.
Yeah.
But so I don't know why I'm interested in it. I think it's because it's a mystery. Because I think it could be like a load of disinformation, like the CIA. There was a documentary called Mirage Men, where there was an army base, and so they deliberately fed this guy a load of like it's aliens and stuff on purpose to like cover up the thing. And it drove him mad and he killed himself.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the guy who did it was like, yeah, I did that, yeah. But now I'm telling you, I'm not lying now, aliens really are real though. He's like gonna double turn on it.
Were they giving him acid at the time
I
as
don't
well?
know, I think he was a bit mentally unwell and they like fed all these things to him and like tricked him.
Poor guy.
Yeah. What's your interest in UFOs?
I just listen to a lot of podcasts about
do?
them as well. Yeah, I don't know what to say either.
Why is it so embarrassing?
I remember I was like, you know, when you're listening to it, you're not thinking about. You're like, this is your reality at this time, and you're like, the people I'm listening to talk about it, they believe in it.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then I remember I was like at a party once with some very close friends of mine, and the topic of aliens came up, and then I was like, oh yeah, I fully believe they're here. And my friends, I've never seen them react to me in such a way they were like, what? Like, but not in a way that was like, oh, silly. They were like, I could feel the shift of like, oh, I'm coming across as an absolute nut job, right?
Yeah, of course.
I was like a tinfoil head. You know the people who wear the pyramids? Have you seen those people? Oh, that's nuts. But no, I think it's more like, I think that the possibility of them here 100% is real, like whether they are here or not, because I just believe in things if we don't have the answer to them.
Yes.
Because it's more interesting that way.
Yeah, me too.
And then there's all these like cool stories you hear about, like, you know, the men in black, but they're not the men in black. They're like the people, they're like alien people who are long and weird and they just stare and stuff. And you're just like, do you ever listen to the last podcast on the left?
No, I'm not. I've heard of it. People told me to listen to that.
They're good, like, but then one of the main guys in that is like completely alien fanatic. So that's where I get my information. But he's
your news from. That's your news source.
Yeah.
But the mystery, I've always liked weird,
yes,
unusual things.
And I think some of it is to do with the thing of like, I was absolutely devastated when I found out Santa wasn't real. Like I remember I latched on to like the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy and all that for so long. And when I found out they weren't real, I was like, Mom, is Santa real? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, good, because if he's not, I will kill myself.
That will end my life.
So, but I think it was the when I found out it wasn't real, it wasn't because he wasn't real, it was because magic wasn't real and possibility and all that stuff. So I think maybe the alien stuff is like, is just stepping in for what Santa was.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout.
And that's maybe the rest of it. Like, I can't put my hand on my heart and say I completely believe yes or no, but I just am so like rooting for it to be a real thing.
Yeah, me too. I think realistically, aliens or even interdimensional beings, people say, I don't think they're probably not visiting our planet and abducting people. But there is just something weird about all of the reports, and there's something going on that's unexplained. And I saw a bunch of UFOs when I was in Portugal.
Wow.
On the roof of a monastery, and all week I'd been going, because it was beautiful, we could see it was shooting stars, and I was like, I want to see aliens, I want to see UFOs. I was saying to everyone,
I'm in Portugal, I want to see aliens.
I'm here.
You go to the water park, I'll meet you back here later. The one thing I want to do, Zoe. Jeez.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was with a group of people, and I'm going, we've got to see them. And then the last night we're there. The night before, I took refuge as a Buddhist. That's when you like make a commitment and stuff to try and follow the precepts, which I don't always do. But
can I just ask you one thing before you tell me the rest of that?
Yeah.
Is like where you were in Portugal, was that a place where people see aliens, or were you just like hoping that
I was just really hoping
coming across them in your life? So you could have been anywhere and you would have been like, I just really hope I see aliens. That's
I'm on a
so
roof,
funny.
and like we would go up there every night on the roof.
Yeah.
And it was like, you could see that we just look up, we lay on our backs and look up at the stars, all of us.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I want to see an alien.
Okay.
And on the last night we're there, like someone goes, what the hell is that? And it was like, we're all like, what? What is that? We all got excited. It was like the sky had broken.
Okay.
It was like the stars were suddenly all rearranging themselves.
No.
They were like blinking on and off,
Yeah.
right? And there was like a shoal of these sort of things blinking on and off. And they went backwards, they went like that, and they slowly came across the sky. It looked like they were almost like trying to write something to us. It was really weird. And then another shoal came up, and we filmed it, and nothing shows on the camera. And we were like, it literally felt like the sky had broken. I remember someone being like, turn it on and off again. Like we were trying to, it was so exciting. And I spoke randomly, I was on a retreat, and I spoke to the guy next to someone who was like a meteorologist.
Okay.
And he said, no, that doesn't sound like, shooting stars or anything. And I looked it up, and like apparently in Portugal, there's like loads of these like sightings of like shoals of this sort of phenomena.
Yeah.
Might be, I don't know what it is. And then I found a video on Reddit in America of it, and it is exactly the same thing. I can show it to you, exactly how it looks. And they're saying it's Jesus because they're in America.
It's Jesus.
It's Jesus.
Americans, man. So funny.
Basically, what it might have been is helium balloons with LED lights in them. But I feel like it felt too high. And on the video, the people commenting said that it wasn't drones either, because it looked like it was too high in the atmosphere. So what's exciting about that for me is that I don't know what it is, but the feeling was so exciting.
Yeah.
And that's the magic
of
the mystery.
Yeah.
And if it does get explained, it almost ruins it.
Yeah. I think, just like, of course it ruins it, because then you find out the answer, and the answer more than likely is, with respect, not aliens. There'll be some kind of reason, but also I don't know. But you just don't want to, and the answer may not even be the answer as well. Like
Yeah.
I just never. I'm very bad for taking anything as like that is the fact of anything. Actually, like if I'm like petting an animal or something, and I think like, I wonder what he's thinking, and someone I'm with is like, they don't think, they're just like made up of a ball of nerves, and I'm like, we don't know that, and they're like, there's science to prove it, and I'm like, yeah, but like maybe there's an area we actually don't know that we haven't, like there might be a different language or thing we haven't perceived yet that is a different way of being for them. And it's just this, like, I just don't trust anything as as we know it.
I'm
That's
with
why
you
I'm
on
so
that.
bad at maths.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
right.
I'm so bad at maths.
Yeah.
Just don't have any math.
You don't trust any fact.
I trust math. I don't. I don't. What am I saying? I don't know anything about maths. I just. Everything is and isn't at the same time.
I know what you mean. Well, because that's certainty. I don't trust that certainty.
Yeah, I'm like, how do you know? How do
Exactly.
you know exactly?
You don't know what the subjective experience of an animal is. You can't just say.
Yeah,
it's
when it
nerves.
comes to that, with maths, I understand. Like,
Oh, you're going. To...
but I just know people will be
When
listening
they-
to this podcast and being like, okay, you know. But with
Yeah.
with living beings, I'm
Yeah.
saying we
Yeah.
actually that are outside of humans, we actually don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if we don't know what each other are thinking, how are we going to
No.
know what animals and stuff are thinking?
That's what I'm always. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
But you do. So if you were like in a shop and they said, "This is £5," you would say,
Is it?
"How do you know?"
How do you
I don't even know if you're real.
Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you?
Maybe this chocolate bar feels something. We don't know.
Well, that is the thing, isn't it? Do you know Panpsychism?
No, what's that?
Well, everything's conscious.
Oh no, that's crazy. I don't need to know this. I don't need another layer to this
That's
onion.
funny. I don't need to know this.
I don't want to. I don't.
Why are you worried about knowing it? What would it?
Because I don't know, when you were a kid, did you ever
Yeah.
think like if you slept with like a soft animal or something, and then you shove it out of the bed because you feel like, oh, I can't deal with this anymore, and then you'd feel guilty, so you take the soft animal, you put it back in the bed with you,
Right.
and then you feel guilty about the other one, so you put the other one.
What are you talking about?
They're inanimate objects, right?
Yeah.
But I think with childhood, you can have that level of,
Yes,
But I
magical thinking.
oh, I can't be thinking that now in my 30s. It's crazy enough now
Yeah.
to be living life.
Yeah.
Who's thinking that? I'll kill him. Okay, I'll snap their neck.
Oh God. You'll kill them. So it's like it's the idea that everything is consciousness.
Yes. Oh, everything is consciousness.
Yeah, everything is
okay.
consciousness.
Yeah.
And so you could imagine like there's different modes or levels of consciousness. So I might have like a sense of awareness. In some sense, like those headphones might be conscious.
No.
But they're not. It's a different type of consciousness to the kind of consciousness you have.
And what do you think about this concept? Do you believe it?
I love it.
You love it.
No,
you
I
love
don't.
the idea of it, but do you believe it?
No, I don't. I think. Yeah. What do I think? Can I be serious? I'll be serious. So I actually think that mind is primary. Like you just. So your body language shifted.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Be careful, because I'm going to kill you if you say it wrong. I'm going to snap your neck.
Snap your weedy Kent neck.
You say I've got a weak neck.
No, you're a weedy Kent neck.
That got really personal.
You don't have a weak
I've
neck.
got so many questions I've
Sorry.
prepared, and none. This has not gone how I wanted it to go.
Somebody, you're like, in your head when I said aliens, you were like, oh well,
That is.
we're fucked now. I have no control over this. Isn't that right, magical talking headphones? What am I going to eat for dinner?
Oh God.
All right.
All right. So what do I think? So.
All right. We're in the room.
All right. So yeah, I think that consciousness is awareness is primary, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Sorry.
All right. So,
Okay. I have to look up here for
All right.
I can't look at
So-
your face.
Right. So whether at the prime level of existence springs from consciousness first or material The idea is some people think that everything's matter and then the brain is like an epiphenomenon.
Okay.
And like consciousness arises from this configuration of matter, which gives us experience, subjective experience, interior experience. And I think, and then some people even go as far, like this guy Dan Dennett, to say that consciousness is an illusion.
Oh,
It's
God.
not actually even a real thing. It's just we think that's happening. It's just the interplay of neurons that provide this illusion of consciousness.
Right.
I don't agree with that.
How does he live his life?
Well, he's dead.
Okay.
Because I killed him.
Oh.
Please don't touch my foot. I tried not to recoil when you did that.
I know, I was tired. I was like,
No, it's okay.
Oh, but okay.
You know, like animism. Like that's like so one of our older beliefs as humans was that everything was alive, like the river is a spirit. And so then we're in like communication with nature and we're not separate from it. I think this kind of like everything is dead matter is kind of quite tied to like a mechanistic capitalist point of view.
Okay.
And so therefore it's like we can just configure matter in the right way and we can control reality.
Yeah.
I think if you see everything as alive and conscious and you know, there's maybe there's benefit to that in terms of how you live your life. I'd
feel that way towards like trees and flowers and stuff like that, but I wouldn't feel it towards a Samsung telly.
You wouldn't feel what?
Like that everything is alive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's what you were saying earlier, and I know it's different when you said that we believe the waters, spirits and stuff. But a tree, I would be like, yeah.
You think the tree has like spirit?
It has, maybe it has spirit, but something like before I touch a tree, I'm always like, wait to feel if I should.
You'll ask permission.
Can I
put my back on you?
Can I just put my hands on you, please?
I know what you mean. I spent time when I was living on the farm, I would talk to the rocks. I would say, do you mind if I move you?
Throw you in the river.
Do you mind if I throw you in the river?
I always feel that, you know, when you're kicking a stone.
Yeah.
And I always think like, I'm worried after a while if I'm kicking it into the wrong direction it needs to go.
Yeah.
And it's been spending years going one way and I just took it a different way. And it's
millions
like,
of years.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, fucking, what the fuck? And I've just been like, and then you don't consistently kick it then because somebody usually joins in with the kicking and they fuck it up.
Yeah.
Or you just kind of get embarrassed and stop kicking it. Or you kick it and it goes diagonal.
Did you say, I always think this?
I always think that every time I kick a stone.
Right, yeah.
Not a rock. A stone. Breaking my toe against a rock. Just whacking it.
So how did you get started in comedy?
Well, I was kicking this rock and it led me into this open mic night. You can believe it.
Hello there. Just a quick note to let you know that if you are enjoying the Bardo podcast, the best way to keep it going is to support us financially at patreon.com/the Bardo podcast. You can donate £5 a month or whatever you like. And that just helps to keep us independent and ad-free, and also to pay for hosting, software, editing, travel, research, all of these things. If you can't afford it and money's tight right now, please do share it with a friend, leave a comment, leave a review, subscribe on YouTube. It all genuinely helps. All right, let's get back to the conversation.
But you're a specific type of person, I think.
Oh, you're gonna tell what do you mean?
Well, I don't know what that is. That's what I mean. I couldn't define you. You said people started telling you what you are. I don't know what that is. You're just you.
Yeah. Just you. Yeah.
But I'll say one thing, and I mean this in a good way. You're weird.
Okay.
You're a weirdo. Well, you're always a weirdo.
It's an absolute honour that's coming from you.
I mean, I'm a weirdo.
Gamesies gaming.
Were you always a weird kid?
I don't know. To be honest. I think depends. Kids are weird inherently, I think, though. They're all a bunch of freaks, and then they just get a bit subdued, don't they? Or jaded, or... I suppose I was a weird kid, but I think every kid is a weird kid until they get dampened. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was very, my parents nurtured my creativity a lot.
Okay.
So I was allowed to
Yeah.
explore that kind of aspect of my
What
life.
kind of stuff?
Well, I was doing a lot of I'm a very good draftswoman, very good at drawing.
Right.
But in a way that it became very competitive that I don't like.
How did you start competing with drawing?
There's this thing in Ireland that's called the Community Games.
Yeah.
And it's like national drawing championships.
Right.
And you have to go through all these levels, and at the end you sit in a room for 4 hours and you draw from memory a scene of a sports scene. And you're like 10 doing this. And there's other kids doing it.
Like speed drawing.
Yeah, well, no, you have 3 hours to make a composition, but you've been practicing that image for weeks or whatever. But my family was quite serious about me doing it, so I would often be like, do you know when you hear of, for the trope, for the sake of it, like Asian families, they play the piano and it's like very serious.
Right.
For me, it would be like my family was like that about art.
You drawing.
Yeah.
Right. It's just funny. It's just such a subjective act. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
and
To
it's
get
kind of
competitive about it is interesting.
Being competitive in art is
Yeah.
not helpful. It kind of did me a massive disservice
Right.
because I liked the product and the praise,
Yeah.
but not the process anymore.
Okay. So would they just be like, go to your room and draw?
They weren't mean about it.
You go to your room and you sculpt right now.
You have to draw this soccer match perfectly.
The match.
Sorry.
So you had to like it was more about memorizing.
Yeah, so you'd cut out a picture from a newspaper and you'd commit that image to memory, draw it over and over and over again. Yeah, I'm like.
Can you still do that now?
I don't. I'm like from memory, probably not. No, actually, I do. I have a good bank of things in there just from practice, because you'd practice so many body parts and stuff. But then, it became so competitive, and then I went to art school, and loads of people couldn't draw there, and I was like, "What the hell? Like, what's wrong?" Like, but it was really conceptual. And then that was like a whole thing that like completely changed it. That's what my show is about now, a bit about like realizing conceptual aspects instead of being like, I could draw this really well or whatever. And then I will say the competitive element has helped me in comedy in terms of like competitions.
You are quite ruthless, yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely horrible person. But in terms of doing the competitions and stuff and drilling and all that kind of stuff and having discipline, but then it completely fucks you as well. You have to really like be aware when it's like coming up again.
Right.
It's like a weird competitive.
Do you notice it then?
Yeah.
What way does it come out, competitive?
Not to people, but
Okay,
in terms
that's
of
good.
how I am about myself, I've become quite obsessive about
Oh, right.
fixing things and,
You beat
editing.
yourself up?
Yeah, no, I do and I don't. I think it's spells. Yeah, I work a lot, I'd say.
You're a hard worker.
I'm a hard worker,
Yeah. It's difficult not to get obsessed with comedy, I think.
I think if you're not, you're not in the right thing.
It's so, there's a lot, like, I had a couple of weeks I didn't have a gig, and it would get to like 9 p.m. I'd be in, and I'd feel like this darkness come over me.
Yeah, you feel
like
guilty.
This, like, weird. No, just like, I think it's because I'm not getting my adrenaline fix.
And the connection you get.
Yeah, and I'd
from
be
people.
like, whoa, I'd just be sat indoors.
Yeah.
And I also liked it. I was like, oh, is this what most people do? They can just relax and stay in the evening. But so not just the literal adrenaline drug addiction and connection, but also jokes are like puzzles.
Yeah.
I'm neurodiverse.
Yeah.
So I'm like fixated on how do I fix this thing.
Yeah.
And I can get really, and then it's not fun actually, and it's not funny at all.
Because it's been.
Well, because I'm going like, I'm here.
Yeah.
You need it to be here, and you need to be playing and
Playing
right,
a
and
bit,
I'm
yeah.
like, I need to solve this,
I think there's space for both those things.
Yeah.
Half the comedy is just the social interactions, is what I did not anticipate.
Yeah, but not everyone, but a lot of them are quite awkward anyway. So you just, once you realise that, you're like, oh, this isn't all about me. This is two awkward people coming together, maybe.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell myself
That's a good point.
when it's been weird.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird so much.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
What examples? No, we can't.
There was one night, oh gosh, this is like I did this Irish gig in the Bill Murray, and
Yeah.
James Acaster was on
Oh, yeah.
before it. But it was a all female lineup, and we were all sitting upstairs, and he comes up and he's lovely, genuine guy. None of us know how to speak to him, except Kira Barnes, great comedian. And they're like, "How was your gig? Like, how you talk to a normal person?" And we were all like, you know, like really on the like responsive, but just in a minion way, like yeah, anything he said. And then he was trying to make conversation with us, and he was like, "What are your names?" And then one of the comedians goes, "We're all called Grania, don't mind that." And then he was so awkward because he was just trying to connect to us, but then she dismissed it as, "You don't need to know our names because you're James Acaster." And he was kind of like, "Okay, I don't really know where to go from here," kind of thing. And then 2 nights, I didn't actually speak to him, but I was in the room. Maybe he was aware I was there or not. Who knows? Then 2 nights later, I'm doing a gig at the Bill Murray. I walk into the green room, and I say hi, like to him, but I don't introduce myself because in my brain I'm like, we've just met.
Yeah.
He doesn't. But I go hey, and then don't say anything else to him, and go around and introduce myself to every other person in the room, and he's kind of looking at me like. He may not remember who I was because we didn't actually talk. So it looks like I just went, hey, and then he just went up to everyone else. Yeah. And I'd say he was just like, oh, whatever. But surely him as a big comedian has been in that situation, understands that we all, I think my social etiquette has gotten worse since I did stand-up. I think I'm able to like talk to general people, but when it comes to other comedians, I'm becoming worse.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Why?
In a green room setting.
In a green room. Yeah. I love just talking rubbish in the green room, not talking about comedy.
Yeah.
Then I have a good gig.
I think
I'm just like, oh, did you have a cat? I don't know, whatever.
Do you have a cat?
Whatever. Yeah. Just like not talking about comedy. And then I'll have a nice gig.
I think people appreciate that. Yeah. People don't want to talk about comedy in a green room. And if they do, they're measuring their dick in front of you, basically.
They're the psychopath ones.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I did this and this and this. And and they're like, yeah. But if you talk about anything else, people really appreciate that. And I've noticed that if you make too many jokes in the green room, people do not like that either.
No, you don't do that, no.
No.
Can we talk a little bit about dog ear?
Yeah.
Dog ear, the show. How's it? So you're doing your debut at the Fringe this year?
Yeah.
It's hard. I've not done it yet.
Why are you laughing when you said that?
Just because...
well, she has no fucking... What's ahead of that stupid bitch?
Because you're great. You're great.
Thank you.
But it's just, I don't know. It's just, I think it's funny. The whole thing is quite funny because it is a silly thing.
Debut.
It's silly, but it's also important. It's an interesting paradox, right? How are you getting on with it? How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good now. I feel like I did a whip at the Bill Murray the other night, and it got to 50 minutes, which I was happy about, with a lot of material I've written since the start of the year. Yeah. And pockets of other ones, and then figured out how to put old material that I just didn't feel had any in it or was relevant. Yeah. Figured out how to put it in a way that was nice and poppy and quick and good. And I'm having fun figuring it out, and then having Abby direct me has been unbelievable, I think. It's been so helpful because if you have an idea and I share the idea with them and they like it, they're like, yeah, Marty, like, you know, Abby, like the most like, oh God, like you're just wonderful, you know, a joy. Yeah. They remind me of like, you know, like a Cartoon Network character that is like become a person kind of thing. They're just so great. But also very aware and mindful and holds the space for you, and they kind of root for you. And that's what I needed, I think, because I was like a fucking sock in the wind there for a while on my own, like just so put so much pressure on it. And then when somebody else comes in, they're like, "You're meant to have fun, Marty," you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're right. Go with that instinct, or take that risk. And even telling someone you're going to take a certain risk and they go, "Yeah, try it," then I need a lot of permission, I've realized, which sucks.
Yeah.
But I need someone to say, "Yeah,
try that,
do that."
Yeah.
Which it should just be coming from me, but it doesn't sometimes. It depends.
Yeah, follow the impulse. So there's a block, you're like, unless someone's like, "Go for it."
Yeah, if it's a bit of if it's enough to get it over the line and out of my mouth, kind of, that's what I need sometimes, because sometimes it's like a scary thing to try, you know, whatever about trying a bit of a joke. But there's this bit I've been trying to work on that I really think I might have to kill, where I'm trying to be a giant penis on stage. It's just not, it doesn't feel very me, but maybe because it's not very me, it could be such a surprise.
Are you just like physically you're becoming a penis?
Physically and talking, and
right.
they're with their partner. It's not sexual at all.
Yeah.
It's just like a very mundane situation. But
is it disembodied or is it attached to someone else?
No, it's just me standing rigid.
You're just a giant
or
penis.
being, you know, depending on what's happening.
Yeah.
But I just, people just have been recoiling from me doing it. And I am, you can see, and I disassociate about 10 times to it, and there's no commitment.
Why are you doing it then?
Fumbling over I don't know, because the first time I did it, I had so much fun.
All right.
But now I haven't written it out enough to be confident with the actual material.
Yeah.
And I just feels like it goes on, and I just actually might just have to get rid of it, I think.
Right. But what's your process? So you said first time you did it, did you just go, was it improvised? Did you just become, or did you think, do you write? What's your process?
I had it was like mapped, so I'd say it was like 80% written, and then I was like, okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But geez, I don't even know how it came to be. I think it just, I don't know where it came from. It just happened in the writer room or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it came out, and then I tried it. And see, the thing, I think it's like, it's dangerous and not dangerous to try new material in front of people who already support and who like you, because it's enough to get you to try it, but also it's belief in something that maybe there should not be belief in that bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know. But in general, dog ear is like, it's a lot of act out stuff, which I don't normally do.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to just do it.
Difficult act outs.
Yeah, because you have to, like I said, you have to commit so much.
It,
I watched Chris Fleming's new special. Have you seen it? And
not yet, but I've seen him online. Yeah.
The act outs in that, it was one of the best specials I've seen in years.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was so, he acts out so much, but the difference is he really believes and commits what he's saying, whereas I need to.
I'm a penis.
Yeah. I'm a goddamn penis. But that, if you're looking for a special to watch, that
Chris Fleming
blew my mind. Live at the Palace.
What do you think makes like a good show, though, Jimin, for you? When you're writing this, are you like, what would make it good?
Lots of flips and reveals. Maybe
it's interesting.
Some spontaneity in there, like room for 5 minutes of whatever stuff that's like set up as one thing and then is gradually shown later in increments, kind of thing, like a puzzle, like what we were saying. Something that feels like magic.
Yeah,
that's what I think was a good show.
You want to get that feeling.
I want to get that feeling of some after a show. You feel like, you know, it's like a mix of a feeling of like Enya is singing on top of a roof and it's really windy.
Okay.
And a mix of that and a mix of like, you know, when somebody's like reading a book and they're not paying attention and something gets thrown at their head by mistake and then they just catch the object and they don't even look at it. You know, they just are able to do that.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen someone just like catch something, just like a mix
I'm
of
not
that.
throwing objects at people's heads enough to see that. I don't know what you're doing.
But like you've never seen. But they catch something without looking, with their reflexes kick in.
That's the vibe you want. That's
I
what
want
you
that,
want.
like whoa, like
Yeah.
wow, didn't see that coming, mixed with like magic and absolute silliness, like.
Yeah.
But a lot of like clever pops as well.
Yeah.
Is what I want.
The silliness comes from the risk, doesn't it? Do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah.
And the risk, yeah, like you said, so just letting the spontaneity come out. But then also, if you have something there's one bit I've pre-written, I won't go into it, and I finally kind of figured out where to put it, but it's so silly. But it's pre-written, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But if I commit to it as much as I can and make it, drag it out for as long as possible, it becomes funnier and funnier and funnier. But there's risk in that still, even though it's pre-written, you know.
Yeah. Who was your people when you were growing up that you were like? How did you actually? I wasn't joking. How did you get into comedy? 'Cause you were illustrator and artist, right?
I was like a painter, so I used to
saw
paint
some
like.
stuff online. I was researching you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I saw a pie chart. It was really good.
A pie chart.
You did a picture of a pie chart.
Yeah, that was a commission.
It was nice.
Thank you. I used to do these massive, huge, like 6 foot by 6 foot paintings,
Pies.
kind of things. Pies, yeah.
You specialised in
Eat
pies.
the hell out of those pies. Pie in the sky, just for you, Marc. Just for you. I used to do these big like paintings of different images, and then like funny things I observed written on them. And then everything I painted and made was kind of comedic. Like I used to make video trailers for the paintings, like as if it was like a movie.
That's funny.
But like this massive thing, and then I used to make like funny videos in like college or uni, as you say here, if you don't want to sound like an idiot. But
Right.
with respect to people who haven't got to whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But I used to make like videos just for fun.
Yeah.
Like always trailers. I used to make so many trailers for things.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. For like anything.
It's funny to make a trailer for everything.
It's like, this summer we're going out for dinner, and it's like, oh my god, like it's just stupid stuff. But I just loved it. And
That's such a good idea.
then I kind of did a few, like I was always like making funny illustrations and stuff, but I wasn't getting enough of the you'd make something, put it up online, and you might never hear anything about it ever again. And then I was like going to watch open mic comedy in the Vine in Kentish Town in what was it, TNT.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But I was like always watching comedy stuff, you know, like like just sitcoms and stuff, and then like
What was your stuff you liked?
I liked Scrubs and like all Cartoon Network stuff and
Father Ted?
Father Ted, yeah, I loved that. Loved that. And I really liked Michael McIntyre, I won't lie.
Did you?
Yeah, I think
he's good. Yeah.
he was. I mean, when you're first watching comedy like that, and your whole family enjoys it, it's so amazing. You're all just like, oh my god.
So you like these sort of sitcoms, and then you went to open mic night.
I watched an open mic. Like I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't. That was when I moved to London. I didn't.
Why did you move over here?
I moved.
And I'm saying that I felt like that was really accusatory. Why did you? I want to know.
Well, I was meant to do a master's in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And I changed my mind last minute because I got a scholarship to do a master's in Bournemouth. So I needed to pay for that. And for a long time, it was my biggest regret I didn't go to Edinburgh, because I would have maybe found comedy sooner. What happened? Oh, I did a printmaking. What did I do, Marc? I did a printmaking internship in a gallery here. And my friend was like, oh, do you want to move to London? We have a spare room in our house. Like, okay. But I didn't have enough money at the time. But I entered this like design competition for One for All gift cards. Yeah. And I won it, and I won a MacBook. So I sold the MacBook and used that money and moved to London. And just went straight into that apartment and was there for like 7 years. And then just did illustration for a while. Then did the open mic. Went to Sarma Wolf the promoter for TNT.
It was like, so that night, when you start out, you do these nights, and it's like 52 acts or something. There's like a lot of acts on.
It was like,
she was a nice woman, I remember.
She was a lovely woman.
I remember the night going on till like 11:30 at night sometimes.
Crazy. Starting at like 7:30.
Yeah.
But I thought that you had to really like sell yourself to get a spot on a comedy night, just going by the movies. So I went up to her and I was like, hey, can you give me a shot, you know? Hey, I really think I could have a go at this. Like, I think I could do this. Because I went every Tuesday for a few weeks just watching the stand-up.
Made trailers.
Made trailers for the thing. And then she was like, yeah, you can go on in 2 weeks. And I was like, what? Like, but she was like matching my energy. Like, yeah, let me see, you know, maybe we'll put you on. Do you think you have what it takes? All this stuff. Whoa. And I was like, and then I showed her like a video I made with my ex-boyfriend, like a comedy video. And then she was just like, yeah, I saw that video, that was really good. And then it wasn't like, it was ridiculous. But then I just did it and I was like, oh my God, this is the most unbelievable feeling in the world. But right before I went on, I was like, I'm going to run out the door, I'm going to get sick, I'm going to do, like, I did not want to do it.
Do you still get that now ever?
No, nowhere near as bad. Like, it's completely, I wanted to try stand-up before that, but I was way too nervous. But now I feel so relaxed, more relaxed on stage than I do off stage.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like fully myself. Yeah. And you're just reacting. But
also you're just saying stuff you've pre-written, so you're kind of safe too sometimes, you know, in that respect. But you're also fucked if it's not going sometimes. You're in trouble. But I don't know, I feel really grounded doing it. It's the most, it was, you know, the moments people say, oh, when you know, you fall in love and all this stuff. Yeah. It's the most instinctually, like, clicked anything has ever felt in my entire life.
You didn't, as a kid, people didn't go, you should do comedy, or you didn't?
No, I went to like 1 or 2 drama classes and I was too nervous to even partake in them properly.
Yeah.
Was always cracking jokes with friends and like quoting Family Guy left, right, and center, and like writing stupid stuff with my friends. And like me and my friend put up posters for like IPASH, which is like this thing, International Protection Against Spoon Harm, like just fake things.
Spoon harm.
Yeah, like a charity for spoons. Right. And, like, hung them up around the place, and like we'd be thinking it was hilarious, you know? Shit like that.
Yeah.
Absolute nonsense stuff.
Yeah.
But some of it would be quite dark. It'd be like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, you know, this stuff.
Do you remember when you were a kid, you would just like, it was just nonsense, wasn't it? We'd just be laughing.
Yeah.
At nonsense.
Crying, laughing.
Yeah, crying, laughing.
To this day, the best joke I've ever heard in my life, my first day in secondary school, I sat down beside my friend Anya, and I'd never met her before. She was like a brand new person in my life. And she just turns to me and was like, what's green and invisible? And I was like, what? And she was like, this cabbage. And I was imprinted onto her for life then. But I was like, yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah. Do you think, because what then happens is you start to learn like the craft of comedy, and I for a while would be like, well, it has to make some kind of sense. Did that ever happen to you?
No. It does now.
You follow. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So that instinct, that like, this is just funny because it's funny. You're following the fun. It had to make some sort of like logical thing. And I'd like to get back a little bit more to like that pure, this is just fucking nonsense. It's just what's happening.
I think for an overall hour, yeah. But when it's like when it's just like a set, 15-minute set, 20-minute set, no, I don't have that feeling. To be honest.
What feeling that you have?
Like, I don't think it has to make sense. But what do you mean in terms of it making sense?
I mean, literally the joke, I'm like, this has to have some kind of interior logic to it or something. Whereas when we've been doing the double act, it's crazy stuff happens because it's just all what's funny in the moment and it's not written. And so it's like, and that's how you get big laughs because it's unhinged in a way.
Yeah.
But like to be consistent in stand-up, you learn the craft and you learn, right, okay, this is a misdirect, this is this. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
And it's like, that's the gatekeeper mind, I think, a little bit, rather than the intuitive taking a leap sometimes.
But when you write, do you apply those things? Or are you like, okay, I need to put a flip in here now? Or
Yeah,
do you
but
just...
that doesn't work if I try and
No,
do
it
that.
doesn't.
Nah, it's normally what
doesn't work
happens.
for anybody.
To be honest, I can't write.
What do you do? What's your process?
I'm always trying to write, but what happens is I just host a lot, so I now just go up with something and just develop it that way.
Sometimes I do just walking around speaking out loud to yourself.
That's good.
Yeah, that's the best, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
And you can get away with it in London. Nobody will look at you twice.
I still feel, I know everyone's talking to themselves on headphones, but
Yeah.
I need to get over that. Like, I'll stop when people walk past me.
I
go
just
quiet.
fully like, blah, blah.
You'll be saying any stuff.
Do not give a fuck.
Giant penis.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, no, honestly, because why? Yeah.
Hello there. Quick break to let you know that I have started a small online meditation group on the 2nd and 4th Sundays of every month. No experience needed. All are welcome. Just a chance to sit together. It's always a lovely way to start a Sunday. And if you want to join, you can do so via patreon.com/the Bardo podcast. You can join as a paid member, or if money's a little bit tight right now, you can also join as a free member. The link is in the show notes. All right, let's get back to the chat.
You sort of already said that there's pressure around it.
Yeah.
Have you got any techniques that you're going to use to keep yourself like psychologically sane, do you think?
Yeah. I haven't. I've really cut down on drinking alcohol. It's like I'm not drinking.
You like to party, don't you?
I love to party.
Sorry, I know about you.
Yeah.
You've cut back on alcohol now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I love sitting in the pub having pints.
Yes.
Like just chatting.
Yeah.
But I just so there's some kind of thing where I just don't want to do it now between now and the Fringe. Like even having one or two, the next day the focus isn't there.
Oh right.
So I just don't, I'm trying to be very strict with.
So you're gonna have a sober Fringe, do you think?
I might on the 17th, which is my day off, have a few drinks. This is me saying this now.
My day off's then as well. Maybe
Okay.
17th or 18th. Yeah. Maybe I'll break my 6 years of sobriety. And join you for a
cold
drink.
one, Madry,
cold one.
yeah.
Just the one. I think I could do it.
Mentally, I'm going to exercise every day, which helps
that's
me.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Really I'll eat well, not drink too much. Where I'm staying is still walking distance, but it's still far enough to get some mental break. I didn't want to stay in central Edinburgh again this year because I think, oh my God, crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, because all these rules, you say these things, it's like, but then you're like, when it's happening, you're like, give me the epidural. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just, you know, and even if you don't drink like yourself, you end up being out till 4 or 5 at night anyway.
Yeah, it's exhausting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, did you go last year?
I just went for like 3 days or something.
We were there the year before, I remember spending quite a lot of time with you, being out late until 4 in the morning.
Yeah, honestly.
On the 2 weeks when I got back, I was sick as a dog. I couldn't believe how...
Like, the come down, like, of the adrenaline of everything.
Well, then when you go back, you go back to real life, it's like hell because you've been in this Candyland.
Utopia,
Yeah.
But I remember feeling that on the morning of leaving Edinburgh. We were all walking back from being on top of the seat.
I remember walking with you, I think.
Yeah,
and being like on the
It was a switch in the energy around because there was so much more traffic because the Fringe had ended.
Yeah.
And the posters were really peeling off that wall, and there was no buzz around in terms of people doing it, and because it was really early in the morning as well. But it was like, boom, everything's done now.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, get me the hell out of here. This is... Yeah, and I spoke to you very briefly after. We were both like...
I remember coming down the after seat and seeing you and being really depressed, being like, oh, I don't want to go back to my life.
Yeah.
And you told me to watch the film Soul. And you went, that'll sort you out.
Yeah, did you?
No, because Zoe was like, I want to watch that. So then I waited till she came back. She went away to Canada for a couple of weeks.
No, right after Edinburgh as well.
So then she came back, And then one day I come in and I'm like, what's that? She's watching
Oh, I always hear that about couples. One of them always does the dog and the other one with the
she
movie.
did the dirty. So go watch it. Oh man. But yeah.
You should watch it though. It's a good, whenever you're having a crisis of
Watch Soul.
confidence. Honestly.
What do you have like a philosophy that you live your life by? Do you think?
I don't think so. Like, follow your instincts would be the very basic one.
No matter what they are.
No matter what that fucking thing is. I don't know. Philosophy, I think nice prevails.
Okay, yeah.
Being nice to people is just,
yeah,
not in a way that's inauthentic, but like people remember nice.
Right.
And nice is just a good way to be.
Yeah.
To everybody, and you just don't know who's going to be this person or that person, and
yeah.
just makes. I hate when you like, you know, if you start a new job and you're like a spare tit in the wind there. Sorry.
I'm always saying that.
But like you're so on your own and you feel like so
yeah,
and we all have experienced that feeling.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to just go and be nice to that person, so because we know what it's like. So it's like, just be so sound. Just do it.
Be
like,
sound.
Be sound. But then obviously if somebody's encroaching on your boundary, like you can pull back a bit.
Slap their little neck. Slap their little weedy Kent neck. I've not forgotten that.
That's merch.
We've done, just to close, we've done a couple of things together as well. We did a sketch about dominatrix.
We did.
Which we got you to dress up, but you had your clothes underneath, but we got you to wear like a dominatrix outfit, and we did like a stupid sketch, and we also got some climate stuff as well, which I don't know will be released.
I know. I'm starting to edit it.
No, we're
weekend.
editing the other one as well.
Are you?
Yeah,
okay, I'm editing.
There's too much footage.
There's so much.
It's like I can't.
Fucking footage.
But it was good to do it with you, and it's like learning. You know, you learn stuff as you do it. So you know.
I was so meek that day we did the climate stuff.
How comes?
I was hungover, couldn't think at all, and also I was just intimidated.
Yeah, me too. It was there was lots of talented people together, and it felt, I felt a bit anxious, like not relaxed. But maybe if we do some more, hopefully we'll do some more, and then we'll just get
Yeah, less footage.
I don't want to end on a bummer like that. But yeah.
We won't.
Thanks very much.
Is this it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh.
Why? Do you want to talk more?
What do you live your life by?
I think kindness. Yeah, kindness. Yeah, to yourself and others.
You wouldn't think of something else, you fucking.
Fucking hell. Sam, how many threats do you think you've made to me?
It's just because I said being nice and you're talking about kindness.
No, I know. Also, like, I think we do a thing, sometimes this Buddhist group I go to, they, at the beginning, they ask like a question, and they'll often ask like, what do you think the meaning of life is? I always make the same sort of joke. People are always like, accumulating wisdom, like being kind to others, being compassionate. I always just say fast cars. I say Lamborghinis and cocaine. And like that's the same joke I make every time. And everyone's always just like, what? Like, I'm like, obviously I'm being an idiot.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. They take it really at face value.
They're not laughing, the Buddhists aren't laughing.
Well,
thank God you've got comedy friends. I love that you keep telling that joke as well. And
it bombs every time.
I love that.
It bombed even then.
Because I completely forgot what you were talking about when you were telling me. And then I remember I got back in. And then I was like, oh, right, contextualizing it in my head.
Did you want to rub your back against this?
No.
To finish.
But I will say I've got my show every day in the Pleasance at 7:15 from the 5th to the 30th of August called Dog Here. Please.
Yes.
Please
check it out.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was
funny
fun.
Comedian. Very funny deadpan comedian. Marty Gleeson. Thank
We
you
might
very
have to
much.
cut that.
Yeah, we'll cut. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Oh, that was good crack.
That's it for this week's podcast. Huge thanks to Marty for such a fun, entertaining chat. Marty's show Dog Ear will be at Edinburgh Fringe, as you mentioned. There's a link in the show notes towards that, playing at the Pleasance. And I recommend you check her out. Very, very funny, distinct, brilliant comedian. Thanks so much to everyone who's a patron or subscribing and reviewing. All of that is really, really helpful. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to support this show financially, you can do so at patreon.com/The Bardo Podcast. You can also find out about online meditations, gigs, what I'm up to, stuff like that at marcsalmoncomedy.com, Mark with a C. And until next time, take care of yourselves. We'll see you in the in-between.